Alright, so in this one, we're going to be going over the GamePress tier list that has now been updated to add Mr. Bardock and some other units alongside him, but Bardock is the new shiny LF, so I would hope the new shiny LF has been respected at least a little bit and put in a tier that is, you know, sustainable for how good he can be. So maybe he's not the core unit on his main teams, that's fine. That would lower him a little bit, but I hope he's placed somewhere at least respectable, right? We will see. I've seen a little bit of things. Bardock-wise, I haven't seen much, so again, I'm holding out hope, but we will see. A big portion of Tier 1 got moved down. I feel like the current Tier 1 is more representative of good units that are important for good teams, okay? LOE trending up. This is before Chilled, right? Did LOE get a buff before Chilled? Ponza? But he's been out. Okay, interesting. Otherworld Goku, S. Okay. And lower tiers adjusted as a whole. Alright. Well, let's look at this GamePress tier list here. Now, Z tier. Alright, so a little bit confused here. They're not showing any stars. They're showing great ads, like a phenomenal ads, right? Tucker Carlson, well, what a guy. Right? I don't know who that is. Great ads, but they're not showing the stars, so I'm assuming for Bardock, he's rated at 6, but I will also give the benefit of the doubt, you know, depending where he is, rating him at 3, and also trying to, hopefully, not having to convince that he should be higher, right? So, Z tier. Okay, so, Ultra Gogeta. Yes, Ultra Gogeta is Z tier. I believe he's rated at 8 on this list. Again, I can't find it. If I scroll up, there was nothing there. I just showed you guys. I believe he's rated 8, doesn't matter. He's still a Z tier #1 unit in the game. No debate. Don't really even go into detail because everyone knows that, right? Gogeta, #2. Now, I've heard a lot of things, but specifically this star rating where it's 9 to 6, I think Gogeta do outshine Gogeta 4 in every single way possible. But I've heard a lot of things with them at equal stars that Gogeta 4 is better. Personally, I do feel Gogeta are a little bit better. While they have a lot of things that kind of just go perfect for them, Gogeta 4 only has that peak damage inflicted on entry, which I know I say only, but like, they have a lot more in their kit. They have the Vanish back on their blue card, they have the special cover change notification on one green card, then another one fucks over the key on the opponent and destroys the enemy's card, which a lot of times destroys a fucking blue or green card or ultimate for some reason, by the way, that Goku green card, it's fucking annoying. Getting Vanish back on that, then going, you know, double advantage at will whenever you want. They just have more utility than Gogeta 4 can, but at equal stars, I'd say the debate is very close, but Gogeta still outshine Mr. Gogeta 4. And Trunks, I don't think he's E tier. I think he is below Future Gohan, below Super Vegito. I think Super Vegito and Trunks should be swapped here. I can't believe that he is still in Z tier on this list, to be real. And Super Vegito, how they rate Zenkais, again, if I could find it, I would, but how they usually rate Zenkais is 7 stars. Now, if I'm thinking logically here, when I think of Super Vegito, you got a free 6-star. This is with the ticket thing that you could purchase in exchange for Super Vegito, right? If you want Zenkai him, get him started up, you could exchange that. We got 1800 Z power, I believe, of Super Vegito from his event. That's a 6-star Super Vegito, and they are rating Super Vegito at 7 stars. This guy is 3 years old. I know, there's some people in the comments right now saying, oh, but I have a 4-star Super Vegito. For your one comment of that, I guarantee you there's 500 people that have a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 star Super Vegito. It's not hard to start Super Vegito if you've been playing the game not since Goku Vegeta, right? If you've been playing the game for 5 months, 6 months, you should have at least a 9 to 10 star Super Vegito by now. Rating him at 7, it doesn't make sense. The biggest issue I have with GamePress when they do these lists is they rate these units so unorthodox. Why is this Zenkai LF rated at 7 that's 3 years old, but then Bardock, or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, or somebody modern, is going to be rated at 6 if they just dropped a month ago, 2 months ago? Well, why is that the rating? The scaling doesn't make sense to the ratings of when they came out, to how long they've been, you know, repeated, all these things. It doesn't make sense. Super Vegeto's been repeated hundreds of times. He should be rated at a higher star threshold because he's been out so long being repeated so long, not a 1-star next to the newest LF. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Future Gohan, though, he should be... What would I put him? I mean, it doesn't really matter. He would be right next to Super Vegito, though. So if I were to put him Z, it wouldn't matter. If I were to put him high S, it wouldn't matter. He would still be right next to. I would just swap Trunks to be top of S, and then Super Vegito and Gohan to be higher. Otherworld Goku. Now, I'm confused why he's here. I think he's good. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that, but is he the number 2 yellow in the game? Nah. Majub clears Otherworld Goku. Full Power Frieza, I could even say clears Otherworld Goku. He does okay damage. He gives good def buffs. I don't see much else with him. I'd say he's like a mid-tier 1 unit. Again, that's not bad. Like, if they're not S-tier, they're not bad. It's just that they don't have as much usage. Like, I'm thinking about this Goku. Where am I running this Goku? Let's say Saiyans. I'm not running... I don't need to run a yellow on Saiyans. I run blue, purple, super Saiyans. I run mono purple. I run purple, blue. I'm not running this Goku. You don't need to run this Goku. He's not core anywhere. He's not needed anywhere. He's not overwhelming anywhere. He's okay. He's fine. He's, like, usable, but that means he's tier 1. If you're usable, you're tier 1. Again, it doesn't mean you're bad if you're tier 1. It just means you're usable. This Goku's usable. He's fine. But he ain't better than fucking Majub and Frieza. Hell no. Zamasu Goku Black Assist. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's okay for him. I would say they're in a fine spot. I don't really have much change on that. It's just the units below should also be higher, is what I kind of think about this. Revival Gohan, he's in a fine spot. I wouldn't move him, honestly. I think that's an okay spot for Revival Gohan. Majub should be right behind Future Gohan there as the 3rd best unit in S tier. Bardock should be higher. I honestly would put Bardock where Green Goku Black is. To be real, Super Saiyans is way too fucking strong. This is pre-Chilled Zenkai, by the way, this list. And even, to be honest with ourselves, this is with Chilled Zenkai. It's not going to, like, make Bardock go to fucking tier 3, right? It's going to hurt his team for sure, but he's still going to be, like, very good regardless. And again, this is pre-Chilled Zenkai, so it's not like Chilled is actually being used right now when this list was made. It's pre him, because no one knew what he was like. Obviously, they can't rate him with his Zenkai just coming out and no one really tested him, right? And then Full Power Frieza. Now, I think he is a little bit gassed by the community. Full Power Frieza, you know, you think about him, he has 90% damage inflicted, and I know people are going to say, oh, but he has this. Now, if I'm comparing him to the Revival Frieza, that's not out yet, but I'm comparing stats and everything they do, the utility of that Revival Frieza is higher than Full Power Frieza, and I wouldn't rate that Revival Frieza as somebody that's high S. So why am I rating Full Power Frieza high S, right? If I'm thinking about it, because they both have that sub count lowering down, given Revival Frieza does it better. He has it 2 times on main and on main again. He destroys Dragon Balls on his main, so he determines when that happens, not on swapping in and out, which obviously you determine, but it's a little bit just more tough to swap in and out than it is to pop your main ability, right? It's pretty easy to pop your fucking main ability. He has the utility of the healing. I think it spreads around like 5% HP to everyone. If it's Lineage of Evil or Frieza Force characters, he has a little bit of support he's offering, which Full Power Frieza doesn't. They have the utility, but it's just that Revival Frieza does it better. And again, I wouldn't put Revival Frieza in this tier of these high tier units. I would put him maybe low S tier. But again, if I'm saying Full Power Frieza is worse than him, then, I mean, look, Full Power Frieza was great. Great. When I say the word great, I'm specifying the word great. He was great when Sword Hope Trunks, Goku Gogeta, and Future Gohan were like the meta team. That was pre-Ultra Gogeta. That was the trio that you ran. That was a very good trio. It worked out great. Full Power Frieza just countered it out. You really didn't struggle with them, and you had everything done correctly because you had Gogeta 4 to color cover in case of Vegeta for your Full Power Frieza. Then you were set, right? When that team fell off, I feel like Frieza's value should have declined, but it always stayed so high. Frieza, you know, before these units came out, was never valued as someone so high, and I think his value should start to diminish now, because, well, if the revival unit that's going to be on the same team of him is probably better, and he wouldn't be rated in this high S tier position, I don't think Full Power Frieza should either. So honestly, with Full Power Frieza, maybe above Revival Gohan, maybe, but nowhere higher than that. Again, I would move Bardock up as well to where Green Goku Black is, just so we're clear on that. So that's what I feel about S tier. Then tier 1. There's a red in tier 1. Okay. Alright. Tier 1. So tier 1. Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now, Mono Purple does exist. I would say he's mid tier 1. Because, yes, Mono Purple does exist. I agree. It does. But you're gassing his utility. Which, it's just support. In reality, you don't need him. I could easily even argue that Goku feels better for Mono Purple. Maybe not, obviously, for the damage output, because that's really what you're there for. But for the durability of it, Goku feels better. For the fast farming of Rush, Goku feels better. This Vegeta, he's fine, but I think he's like low tier 1. I think he's way too gassed. Again, kind of like Full Power Frieza, way too gassed. FSK. So, let me give you guys a scenario, just off the rip here. Oh, we got honking out there. Yup. Oh, it's starting again. Okay. They hear my frustration. That's why they're honking. I like that. What's better? Having someone dead and then popping your main ability to go neutral, or popping a green card to go neutral? The green card, right? Okay. So wouldn't Carlton Words Mossy be above FSK then? Because that's what they do. I can't figure out a way FSK is anywhere near tier 1. At all. You're telling me a red is better than a dominant yellow of DKP by a mile. Because look how low DKP is. Look at that. FSK is better than him? Where? He does damage. And who's he doing damage to right now? To Ultra Gogeta? Nah. Oh, maybe if someone dies and they kind of just start lacking. Oh, wait. I pop Ultra Gogeta's green card and he has no buffs. What is this? I can't even understand the reasoning, because there is no reasoning. This is just spew. FSK makes no sense to be there at all. He has no usage, no utility. He is quite literally unusable right now because of how dead Red is. He is not here. He is bottom tier 2, really. Like, in real reality. By the way, he's rated at 7 stars. And he's here. Imagine if you're 14. I think he'd be Z tier on this list if he were rated at 14. Okay. Evolution Blue. Yes, I think he is the better yellow between Forku and himself. Yes, I agree with that. It's just... where's Bardock? I'm confused. I see Evolution Blue, I see Forku. Where's Bardock? Oh, I'm not feeling too good about this one. Yeah, I think Bardock is a superior Evolution Blue. In quite actual build of his kit, it is quite literally a superior Evolution Blue's kit. So I'm confused where my Bardock's at. But it's nice to see Evolution Blue here, I guess. I guess. Bardock's really below Forku, when Forku's full build-up usually happens when 2 of your allies are basically almost dead, because it's when the enemy's doing cards against you. And you're probably eating those cards. So by the time Forku's peaked out, you probably have someone dead already. Okay. Oh boy, where's my boy Bardock? I need to find him. I need to find him quick. Android 21. Okay. I think that's an okay spot. I think it's an okay spot. I don't know too much. I would say... Cell to 21, I feel like, is a lot more comparable than it's put here. Oh, Chilled is Zenkai on this list. How? No one... This list came out when he dropped. It's been 1 day. How do you rate someone when they've been out for 1 day? What? Huh? Okay. He's being rated after 1 day and probably negative usage, maybe just from showcase videos, but interesting. 21. Yeah, I'd say Cell and 21 are actually pretty debatable, like 1 or 2 units off each other, but Cell's nowhere to be seen, so I don't know really what to think about that. Zenkai Frieza, okay, remember, Zenkai Frieza is regarded as a 7-star, while Chilled is probably regarded as 14, if not 9 stars. At that star threshold, I think Chilled is easily better, because, well, I've used them both recently. I tested them both at peak power, tested Chilled, and I used Frieza a little bit just playing on the side here, just ranking up, grinding, seeing how I can do. At higher stars, if they're both 14 stars, Frieza's better, but when it's a normal star threshold where you're not going to have your Zenkai Frieza 14 stars, Chilled is better. I don't know why Frieza's above, because Chilled is quite literally better for where we are, unless they're both 14, which this list does not count that, right? DKP, don't know the slander. He should be where FSK is, if not the number 1 of Tier 1. It makes no fucking sense. Green Broly, why? I don't even think I've ever seen a Green Broly. Now, if I don't see them, it doesn't mean they're bad. It just means, well, they probably aren't good enough to be run right now. So maybe he is good, but I can't find a thing in his kit that makes me think, yes, he is better than Chilled, he is better than LF Piccolo, and better than 17. I can't find one thing in his kit that makes me think any of this, especially with Mono Purple being around, and he ain't going neutral anywhere, so I don't know what he's really doing for me. Chilled, again, better than Zenkai Frieza on this list because, well, the star difference that they will put on this list. Podza, better than Green Broly, probably better than 4Q, honestly, because 4Q, again, he's going to have a full dead team by the time he's fully built up, and your thing with 4Q is only about damage, so it's like, okay, well, my team's dead. Good thing I have my damage now, and no, that's not the same thing as Bardock, but whenever we see Bardock, we'll get into that, because clearly I will be defending him beyond belief. Omega probably should be, not even probably, is the best red unit in the game. If not, Corrupted Murder Zamasu, they are right next to each other. They should be 1A, 1B in best red units. Omega shits on FSK. FSK should be bottom tier 2, like I've said. Zamasu, I honestly think he could be lower than Goten. Goten can just do his damage very quickly. I know you need a Gohan with you for that. I mean, Future Gohan does exist, right? So you can run that setup of him and Future Gohan. But if I'm thinking, like, what can they do? Fusion Zamasu won't be tanking anything. He's just going to die very quickly because how quick everyone kills. Goten can at least do quick burst damage. And if I'm thinking in that simple scenario, I think Goten's actually better than Fusion Zamasu. Piccolo, a little bit slow. Truly, you could probably swap 17 and Piccolo, but Piccolo should be higher. Piccolo should probably be, like, I mean, I think every yellow should be higher than 4Q here. Yeah. I'd say DKP should be higher than Evolution Blue. And Piccolo should be above 4Q, and same with 17. They should all be above 4Q, because, again, you need a basically dead team to peak him out. But Piccolo, just a tad slow. Again, 17 probably is better, because he has that stuff more early game, where he can get, you know, that sub count up on his green card, that sub count up on his blue card, to where they're basically locked in on that and have to eat that with the Mono Purple running around and all these purple units. Yes, they do have good usage, though. And then 21. Okay, fine. I don't care about 21. Tier 2. Tier 2. Bardock is right next to 8 Vegeta and Bardock and Cell. I'm again assuming that they're rating them at 6 stars because how they usually rate LFs right now is 6 stars, especially with Bardock's banner being a 1200. He should be rated at 6. He should be. And I'm going to consider he is because, well, that's how you rate every other LF. Why would this one be different? Oh boy. Alright. 3Q. I agree, he should be tier 2, yeah. Below all these units, but yeah, he should probably be around Broly level. He should probably be down there. Yeah, he should be down there. He is way too high. I know. 3Q. What the fuck happened to you? The meta. Sorry. Bardock. Bardock, honestly, should get more respect. He should be a little bit higher. I would say Bardock could fit in low tier 1. He's not terrible. He's kind of like, let's say, 4Q, I guess you could call it. where he wants his allies to get hit. And if Forku's rated high tier 1, why is Bardock not there? It's just that Bardock's not relying on it, while Forku is to really get like everything he wants. Bardock can do his tanking on his own. He can do all the other things for himself. Well, Forku needs that to happen for him to peak out, right? Bardock also needs your allies take hits, but it's not like you're focused on Bardock to do your crazy damage. He's meant to be your decent tank, and that can also do damage on the side. Bardock. Now Bardock. Wow. So, Bardock, I don't think is the best yellow in the game. No, I think that's used for Gohan. Bardock should be, again, at 6 stars he's rated, because every other LF is probably rated at 6 stars. Again, I can't find it, but seemingly it is. Bardock at 6 stars should be, if not low S, he should be number 1 of tier 1. Bardock, quite literally, is Evolution Blue, but better. Evolution Blue being rated high tier 1 means Bardock is better. Let me explain why he's Evolution Blue, but better. So Bardock, if you play Bardock correct, and I know I have to do this little asterisk with him, because there is a certain way to play Bardock that is correct, and there's a lot of ways to play him that is incorrect, right? You lead with Bardock, okay. Then, and I have experience, by the way, with Bardock at 5 stars, so I'm very warranted on speaking on this. I've been using him non-stop since his release. You have a Bardock, you lead with him. Then, let's say they, I don't know, catch you in a combo. Okay, face tank the combo. You might think, hey, he might die. He's only 5 stars. Usually, from my experience of using him, he does not die. He might take maybe 50%, even a little bit more. That's okay. Why is that okay? Green card heals, main ability heals. Then you have the endurance as a supplementation, but we'll get into that as I continue explaining this. So, you face tank that combo, and it's probably been about, I don't know, let's say from 180 counts to about 165. That's 15 counts. Bardock needs 28 to fully build up. Then, it's your turn. They're locked in because they just hit you and beat your ass in a combo. So they're locked in. Most likely, you got their Vanish out already. So then you just start doing a blast, a blue card, something. You just start floating, whatever. You start delaying for timer counts. And typically, by that time, you'll swap mid-combo, somebody else do more damage. Bardock should be at about 130 to 140% of his peak damage inflicted out of 160%, 190 on the first arts. After a combo he's taken, he should be at 130 to 140. Evolution Blue starts at 90, right? He starts at 90, then he resets back to 90, resets back to 90 on switch outs, right? Then he has to build up again and again. He has to repeatedly come back, build up. Bardock does not have to come back and build up. Bardock, he retains his build up. He keeps it. That is it. And for those saying, oh my god, his endurance! Bardock's endurance is not something that is meant to be looked at as, hey, he can get endurance and it's going to be so useful because I'm going to get it every match. No. If you get it, that's good. It's just an extra supplementation. Do you really think a unit that can get 190% damage inflicted on their first starts and then 160% uncancelable for the entire match, if you play him very correctly, pretty easy, but not as brain dead as other units like Goku Vegeta, Ultra Gogeta, all this. Do you really think he needs the endurance on top of that? No, it's an extra thing. He doesn't need it. He has it, it's cool, it's great, it's fun. You don't need it. By the way, Bardock's main fucks over their actual counter. 50% down to health restore for 50 timer counts, while going neutral when someone's dead. You pop that main ability, let's say when someone dies, and Goku and Vegeta are at half health, they ain't gonna heal to full health in one combo. No, they're minus 50% to the health restore, so they're getting fucked. And let's say you run this new Kaioken times 20 Goku, just hypothetical, he's also lowering health restore on his arts. That's 90%. He's doing 40, Bardock's doing 50, that's 90%. You think Goku and Vegeta are gonna heal? You think that's gonna happen? That ain't gonna happen. Now this Kaioken Goku might be seen as mid to a lot of people, but it's just a hypothetical. You could do that with any unit. You could do that with Yajirobe. You could do that with the fucking Rival Frieza that's coming. You could do that with a lot of units that are out right now that fuck over health restore. There's a lot. Really, there is. Bardock, tier 2 is disrespect, and truly, to be really blunt, it means you don't know how to play with the unit. He's not Ultra Gogeta. He's not Goku Gogeta. He's not brain dead. He's not. You have to use your brain You have to figure out your timings. You have to figure out everything to use him correctly. If you don't use him correctly, he's going to look like shit. It's really that simple. It's kind of like Cell, honestly. If you don't get Cell's gauge in at least 60 to 70% of your matches, and, you know, it's more determined on, let's say, if the match is long or not, but in a normal size match of, like, 80 to 100 counts, if you don't get Cell's gauge, like, 60 to 70% of matches, that truly is just a skill issue, because you are not using the unit correctly if you can't get his gauge, if you can't use Bardock's utility correctly to where he can just get his build up. Within the second come in, he should have his 160% peaked out after he does a combo. That's how Bardock in reality should be for most players. But a lot of players, they'll lead with them, then they'll swap out to go to your Ultra Gogeta to do their crazy damage quicker. But like, so why is Bardock on your team? What? Are you relying on the endurance? What are you doing? Because you're not building up your Bardock, you're swapping out as soon as you start a combo. You can't do that. He's a build-up. You build up your unit. You're not swapping out your Evolution Blue mid-combo. No, you're building him up, letting him ramp up. Bardock is quite literally the same, but his stays. So why the fuck is he tier 2? Can't figure it out. Slander. Hate it. Hate to see it. Cell. Probably should be a little bit higher. I said he could be comparable to 21. I do feel that. At 6 stars to a Majin 21. I think they're comparable. Bardock, though, I can't even get over that slander. Cell should be higher, though. 8 Vegeta. You shouldn't even be near my fucking Bardock. Get the hell away. Gogeta Blue. He is a slower Birdcoo, but Birdcoo could also be tier 1. Maybe this Gogeta Blue could be, like, high tier 2. He was already pretty good high up here anyways, so it doesn't really matter. 18. Probably could move up past 3Q. Also pretty nice for where we are, because there is a lot of Saiyans running around, so that kind of helps. By the way, Cell, he's good against Saiyans. He's good against hybrids and Saiyans. He just does more to hybrids. People call him the hybrid counter. In reality, he does okay damage inflicted more to Saiyans. I believe it's, what, 15% or 25% he gets against Saiyans, so he's still good against Saiyans, not just hybrids. He just gets more against the hybrid, right? Kid Buu, honestly, these units I really don't care about. It's just that my new LF is getting harassed down here. I think Koku, they said, is tier 2 somewhere. Okay. Okay. Bojack, Fabu, yeah, none of these really matter. They're all irrelevant. Krothomir Zamasu, I already said the scenario. What's more applicable or doable or happening? A green card with Krothomir Zamasu, or a dead ally with FSK, and then, hey, Ultra Gogeta pops his green card. Hey, Super Gogeta pops his main ability. Hey, this guy pops this, and then, boom. FSK's null. Like, Krothomir Zamasu is just far superior. Even though they both do the same thing of only damage, he's still better. Like, it's just that easy. It's just that easy. Forku, yeah, these don't matter. Rose. At least they know that Rose is not good. At least they know that. Because the JV players clearly don't, but at least they know this. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Huh, pretty high up there, huh? Wasn't there someone else that there was a big discrepancy I heard a lot about? Nappa, yeah, Nappa. Nappa, I've seen videos on him that he does really nice, just like Twitter clips and shit, as an S tier boosted unit. I don't know if he's Zenkai buffed and all that, but Nappa probably should be, I mean, what green's really fucking over Nappa? Gogeta 4, but Gogeta 4's so high up, he shouldn't really, like, no green down here is fucking over Nappa, right? Maybe Fat Boo? Yeah, he should be high tier 2, maybe even tier 1, honestly. Nappa just got slandered to shit. And then these other units, they don't matter at all. Like, none of these units matter. Halo Vegeta being that low is crazy. And yeah, nobody else can matter. Yajirobe, his value should go up. Again, you pop that main ability, look at the health restore fucking he does, and I'm pretty sure EXs are rated at 9 stars, so that's also fine for him. 9 stars is pretty minimum where you would want him right now. Mine is 14, so I do have a little bit more of a juiced opinion of him, but Yajirobe is pretty good for where we are of the fucking over health restore, which, I mean, basically every festival unit heals, so it's like, it's really nice. I think it's 80% that he does for like 90 counts or some bullshit. Cyberman is actually going to get more value soon because he can cancel Frieza's revive. Gohan's as well, but Frieza's as well. It's funny to see. Why is Yellow Frieza so low? Huh? There's no reds. So why is this yellow? This yellow Frieza is literally Android 18, but better. What? I'm confused. What? Wait, why is this guy so low? What the fuck is that? Full power Frieza is S tier. 18 is tier 2. This guy's bottom tier 3? Really? Why? He's anti-Saiyan, which is the entire meta right now. On top of him just being very nice for where we are with no reds. Why is this Frieza so low? Can I have an... Yeah, I'd like an explanation. He's an excellent... What? He's an excellent anti-Saiyan tech option. Okay. He's not underwhelming in the grand scheme of things, but relative to other previous Zenkais, he can seem lackluster. Let me just... Deadku quite literally does okay damage and then dies. How is Frieza What? You're telling me Frieza's worse than Kaba? Kaba? Really? Green Broly? Really? Transforming purple Broly? Really? No. No, that Frieza's getting fucking shit on for nothing. Why? What the hell is that? What? Truly? That Frieza could even touch tier 1. What the hell is that? That's just slander for no reason. Okay, sure, why not? I've used that Frieza. I know he actually has usability and usage. And he's soloed. Like, I got a fucking Twitter clip. This guy's soloing a whole team. Just not even swapping. Whatever, man. This is a little bit goofy. Let me know what you guys think of the GamePress tier list. Quite genuinely, I do feel like they do troll a little bit. If they don't, then I feel bad saying this. But I do feel like they troll a little bit. If they don't, then maybe they're not using the unit. Maybe because again, I don't know how they even rated Chilled. Like, what's Chilled's explanation here? Because I don't know how he's rated because he just came out. Like, I don't know. Improvements to the Ninja Evil tag and his anti-Super Saiyan plus 8% damage reduction from this fighter. A niche tech. Wait. They didn't even mention his... this probably isn't updated, but why would you not update it if you're going to move him up here? If it is updated, why didn't they mention his 70% when there's a Bardock and Super Saiyans, which is better than him dying? Okay. What do you guys think of the GamePress tier list? They're supposedly updating the team tier list today, so I'll probably go over that tomorrow, but what do you guys think of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.